Today's topic, we will talk about constructors. And constructors are a special methods that are defined inside the class, and their purpose is to initialize the object. So they are used to initialize values of instance variables. So a constructor is a special method that is called automatically when an instance of an object is created. So you don't call it by using dot. Whenever you write new, it will be called automatically. So constructors are invoked using the new operator when an object is created. It is used to initialize values of instance variables. So constructors are methods. They have names, but they don't have return values, and their names should be the same as the name of the class, and they have also input parameters. So they have name as the class name, can have parameters, and they do not have any return value, and even you don't write void. Now here one point I would like to clarify. Remember, if we did not, before we did not have constructors, how the compiler understands or to call a constructor. By default, there is a constructor, but we don't see it. The system will include it for us, but we don't see it. It's called default constructor. So constructor without parameters, it's called default constructor. Last, constructors may have multiple definitions. So you can define as many as you wish and as you requested. In circle class, it has two data inside. One is constant for pi, and the other one is radius. Look at this method. The name circle and the class name is also circle. Since the method name has the same name as the class, so this is a constructor. And since it does not have any input parameter, then it is a default constructor. So what does this constructor do? It initializes radius to 0. There is another constructor with one parameter. See, it has one input parameter. This constructor initializes the radius according to the input in the constructor. So the new radius will be first tested. If it is positive, then this new radius will be saved into radius. And here we need to do also something that what if new radius is not positive? What if it is negative? Then we should assign the value of radius to 0. So this is the class. Let us see how we can define objects from this class. Here, this is our main program, which is a different class. See, the first object is called C1. And as you notice, the constructor, which is the one that comes after a new, does not have any input parameter. Since it does not have any input parameter, then the compiler or the computer will call this method and will initialize radius to 0 and will go out. Now, if we create another object, but we have input parameter to the constructor, remember that the input parameters are the signature of the method. So here we are creating an object for the circle, and the radius 2.3 will go into new radius, and since it is positive, then this new radius will be copied into radius. So the first declaration here, it creates a circle object with radius 0, and the second declaration creates an object of circle with radius 2.3.